Sim Update 15 is almost upon us, and at the time of recording, we're expecting to see it on the 7th of May 2024. Until quite recently, we were expecting it on the 30th of April, and prior to that, we were expecting it in March. So suffice to say, Sim Update 15 has been fraught with delays, but for good reason. This update is a big one. And the last one, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, is going to get this year, as it seems that Sim Update 16, which was due this year, has been pushed all the way into 2025. There's a ton going into Sim Update 15, so for this video, I thought we'd take 3 of the features that I feel are going to have the biggest impact on us enthusiast simmers and dive into what we can expect. So let's dive in. First and foremost, performance. Now, performance seems like it's a never-ending topic of conversation. Sometimes I honestly think I could get by just by making videos about Microsoft Flight Simulator and how to get more performance from it. Those videos always perform the best on this channel. And what does that tell you? Well, it tells you that people are actively looking for ways to improve their Sim's performance, presumably because they're in some way dissatisfied with their levels of performance. On which subject, I'm currently working on a load of benchmarking data based on the current Sim Update 14 that we currently have. I'm then going to rerun all of this benchmarking data once Sim Update 15 is out, and then we'll be able to get some real-world comparisons and see what the differences are. So get subscribed if you're not already and ring the bell so you don't miss out. So what is actually going to change performance-wise with Sim Update 15? So in a recent developer livestream, Sim Update 15 was said to include quite a few big performance improvements. And the biggest thing of note is that there is a total rework of the Sim's memory system, which will hopefully lead to way less stutters. This all kind of links back to a feature in Sim Update 15, which is an improvement to the AI air traffic system, which means essentially more aircraft in the sim flying around with you. And this was something that the devs spoke about as well during their recent live stream, as with more planes comes more pressure on the current memory system, which Sim Update 15 looks to resolve. So this is all great news, but my question is, as somebody that uses VATSIM and FSLTL for model matching when connected to VATSIM, will we also see the benefit there? Because coming into land at a very busy Gatwick Airport, for example, can often cause me a great deal of stutters. So I'm just kind of wondering, is this something that only the AI traffic is going to benefit from, or will also us VATSIMers benefit too? And what's really cool is that this underperforming memory system was something that was identified and fixed during the development of Flight Sim 2024. So what we're seeing here is a backport of this technology into Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, and I think Asobo deserve a gold star for this, as they really could have reserved this as a Flight Sim 2024 feature and kind of used it as a carrot to encourage us to upgrade, but they haven't. Which in my view is absolutely the right thing to do for their users. So 2 thumbs up from me for this. Next up, we've got improvements to ground handling. Now, I've never been entirely satisfied with the ground handling in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, but the rest of the sim is so good that I've been willing to turn a blind eye. It's clearly also something that the wider community notices as well. I see comments all the time complaining about ground handling, especially when comparisons are drawn to other simulators like X-Plane, for example. It seems that Asobo have made major improvements to the simulation of the friction from the rubber of the tyre and even the flexibility that's kind of inherently part of the landing gear system as a whole. So I'm really keen to see how this plays out in actual usage. Perhaps once it is out, we'll set ourselves up with FSI panel and do some crosswind landings live on stream to see if we can feel the difference. And it's not just landings. We could also be seeing a very different feel when taxiing around at lower speeds too. So it's going to be interesting to try this. I haven't tried it yet. I've not been on the Sim Update 15 betas. I feel like as a content creator, I need stability and I can't be mucking around with beta software, unfortunately. And last but not least, we have the A320 Neo from AnyBuilds. Yes, that's right, another Airbus A320 for the sim, but I think this one will make a big difference to some folk, especially console players. As don't forget, console players cannot use the incredible fly-by-wire A32NX. They can't use the Phoenix. Yeah, I know the Phoenix isn't a Neo, but whatever, stay with me here. They're essentially stuck with the stock A320 Neo, so having a high-quality option from AnyBuilds is good news for console players, and also for those of us on PC. Like I said, I haven't been running Sim Update 15 beta as I can't afford any stability issues when streaming or making content, but I am definitely very much looking forward to flying the A320 Neo from AnyBuilds. The A300, A310 have been great fun to fly. In particular, I've really been enjoying doing some cargo ops on the AnyBuilds A300, so I can't wait to see what they've done with the A320 Neo. It'll be especially interesting, I think, to compare it to the fly-by-wire A32NX. So there you have it. Those are my top 3 features from Sim Update 15. Leave a comment, let me know what you're most looking forward to. I think it's fair to say that this is a big update, so no wonder we've seen so many delays, but I think it should be worth the wait. It's funny to think, really, that the next big thing in flight simming after Sim Update 15 could very well be Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, because as we said in the video, it seems Sim Update 16 has been pushed into 2025, by which point you would assume Flight Sim 24 will be with us. Let me know, are you planning to upgrade to Flight Sim 2024 right away, or are you going to stay put on 2020 for a while? I feel for me, it would kind of be a disservice to the channel for me to not get it straight away, but I feel like I'm in a bit of a different situation for that reason. So let me know, I'd love to hear from you. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this one up, folks. Take the very best care of yourselves. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, all that YouTube stuff. And until next time, happy flying.